Welcome back to Sawtooth Tactical. In the ongoing series about travel guns, specifically which guns I brought on this trip and which guns you guys travel with, let me know down in the comments, please. First, we briefly touched on, obviously my carry pistol, my EDC, the SIG P365, which will be changing up soon, but that is my EDC currently. On Tuesday, we did a more in-depth video about the Springfield Prodigy and why I choose to bring a bigger, more capable handgun than just my EDC on a trip. Well, today should answer the biggest question that I had from most of you guys as to why I would bring a rifle platform on a vacation with me. Well, I'm going to hope to answer those questions today, so make sure you're subscribed. And we're going to talk about this 300 Blackout suppressed SBR and why I brought it on this trip. Kind of like the last video, the first reason that I brought this was because I can. And that is one of the reasons for this, because I can. Because this was a driving trip, a road trip, just up into northern Idaho. I live in southern Idaho. Didn't have to deal with airlines or anything like that. And in fact, this being a SBR, in fact, 2 NFA items here with the suppressor, you actually have to get permission from the ATF to take something like this across state lines, which I don't agree with, but unfortunately is the reality that we deal with. Luckily, I was not going across state lines. I'm up visiting my family for the Thanksgiving holiday, and they live in the same state that I do. So that made it an easy choice to take this firearm specifically. Now, why did I choose this 300 Blackout? Well, the first thing is this. I can fit it into a case this size. This case is very small, and this 300 Blackout fits in it without me even having to shorten the stock. I can leave it exactly where I like it, and it fits in it just fine, even with the suppressor. And part of the reason that I got this suppressor for this gun, besides the flat dark earth matching the whole build aesthetic, was because, for one, it is very compact. And so I can fit it in a short case like that. I can also maneuver it around very easily if I need to inside my home, or in this instance, inside my parents' home. But why bring a rifle platform at all? Isn't that overkill? What is the point of bringing something like this on a trip? Well, a big part of the reason that we own firearms is to be prepared. Expect or hope for the best, but be prepared for the worst. And I don't expect anything bad to happen while I'm here, and nothing bad probably will happen. But if I'm going to be prepared at home, why not be prepared on the road? And something like this is much more capable than the P365 or even any other handgun as capable as this one is. Now, it has a lot of the same features as my Prodigy does when it comes to an optic and a light. Both very important things in my opinion. The other most important thing probably is reliability. And if you guys have followed the channel for any period of time, you know that I've gotten this buffer tuned just right to run supers as well as subs perfectly reliably. And so that is very important. This thing is reliable. Now, why would I choose a rifle platform though? Well, rifle ammunition is much, much more capable than pistol ammunition, especially supersonic rounds. These are very capable rounds. You also get a higher capacity with something like this. Capacity is a good thing. If some kind of horrible situation happened, I want as many rounds as I could possibly have, and I want all the advantages that are available to me. And so why not bring something like this, especially when I can fit it in such a small case, throw it in my truck with the rest of the luggage, no real extra effort, and it's super easy to bring So why not? Now, besides capacity, reliability, optic, light, why a rifle platform? Well, almost everybody is going to shoot something like this better than a pistol, than a handgun. And the reasons for that are going to be ergonomics. AR ergonomics are fantastic. They just work. It's very easy to access the safety, the bolt release, the charging handle. I'm not going to charge it right now with this mag in it. But everything you need is just an easy gun to shoot, easy gun to use. This one has a fantastic trigger in it. It's a Geisley SSP. Their single stage precision trigger. I can shoot this thing very accurately and very fast. And a big reason why people can shoot rifles better is because you have more points of contact. So you have a shoulder, a cheek weld, pistol grip, and your forward grip. And with those 4 points of contact, it is extremely easy to get on target and to stay on target. And this thing has very low recoil, whether with subsonic ammo especially, but even with supersonic ammo, it's a very easy platform to shoot well, and that is really important. If the horrible thing happened, shit hits the fan, whatever, some kind of bad thing happened, I would be really bummed if all of my more capable weapons were left at home hundreds of miles away from where I am. So I can't bring them all with me. I wouldn't want to bring them all with me. But why not bring one that I know I'm very capable with and that is small and easy to pack around? Another good reason to bring something like this is at this point my only suppressed firearm. So if I did need to use this in a home defense type situation here or any kind of SHTF scenario, at least if I do use it, even with supersonic ammo, it's not as loud as, cooking off 5.56 rounds indoor with a muzzle brake on it or something. So if I did have to use this, it would hopefully save my family's hearing and my own hearing, at least to an extent where we wouldn't have permanent damage done if I had to use this indoors. That's the biggest reason why I made my home defense gun a suppressed 300 Blackout. And then another reason why I brought this, similar to the reason that I brought this, or one of the reasons I brought this, was in case I go shooting with my brother, or my dad, or an aunt, uncle, cousin, anybody else that's up here, is I want to bring something that's fun to shoot. And while 300 Blackout is kind of an expensive round to go mag dump with somebody, it is a fun gun to shoot. This thing has extremely low recoil. It's very easy to shoot well. And with the suppressor, it's not so intimidating or scary. Low recoil, low flash signature, and especially low sound signature with the suppressor makes this a gun that everyone will enjoy shooting, especially if I take someone out that really isn't used to shooting rifles. And, this just doesn't look as scary and intimidating as a big black 5.56 gun. And that has to do with a lot of things. It has to do with the fact that I chose, flat dark earth for the color for most of the gun. But a big part of it has to do with the suppressor. It also has an extremely easy optic to use with a big clear window. See if I can get that on camera. That's always hard. And it's got a circle dot reticle like an EOTech. There we go. And so it just makes this thing super easy to shoot. Even if you don't really have much experience shooting ARs, this is an easy one to shoot. And ARs in general are very easy to shoot. So that's kind of why I brought this on this trip. Easy and fun to shoot, very capable, and it won't blow out our hearing. If something really happened where I felt like I needed this kind of firepower, this kind of capability, I would much rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Now, if you are going to travel with NFA items, be sure to bring your NFA paperwork with you. The tax stamp that they actually send you in the mail. I have copies in the cases that these different NFA guns go in, so that in case I did get pulled over and a police officer wanted to look at my guns, see if I had the correct documentation for a suppressor and an SBR, well, I can prove that I do, and then I shouldn't run into any problems. That is kind of important. Just something to remember if you are traveling with NFA items. But I would like to know, again, from you guys, what would you choose to travel with? Or what do you choose to travel with? A lot of people are traveling over the holidays. This recent one, Thanksgiving, but Christmas, New Year's, all that is coming up very soon. And if you're prepared at home, why not be prepared on the road? Now let me know again if you think I'm totally crazy and out there for bringing stuff like this with me. But I don't think I am. It's not difficult to bring things like this with. And if I'm going to be prepared at home, I might as well be prepared here as well. So let me know down in the comments what you bring with you. Make sure you subscribed, hit that like button, share this with anyone that you think might enjoy this type of content. And from Sawtooth Tactical, stay strapped or get clapped.